Once upon a time, there was a sea captain who sailed his ship across the great ocean. And he was an explorer. He sailed his ship to the west. And he sailed and sailed for a month, 2 months, till one day he came upon the coast of this new world we call America. And he sailed up and down the coast of this new world we call America until one day he came upon the opening of a great river. And being an explorer, he sailed up that river to see what he could find. Well, there on the banks of the river was a Native American camp. So they dropped their anchor out there in the river and paddled into the shore in the captain's gig to do some trading with the tribe. But you know what happens in stories like this just about every time? The captain met the daughter of the chief and he fell in love. You know, John Smith, Pocahontas, never fails. You know, these sailors, right, they got a girl on every port. Of course, what people never mention is that the girls had a sailor on every boat, too. That's a different story. Well, anyhow, this captain, he'd been around and he knew about women in all different parts of the world. And he knew that in each different part of the world, there was a right and proper way for a young man to court a young lady. So he went to one of the elders of the tribe and he asked the elder, how, in your tradition, does a young man court a young lady? And the elder said, what our young men do is they go out into the woods and they get a branch of cedar wood. It's very important that it's cedar. That's a grandmother wood. It's good medicine. You get a branch of cedar wood and you hollow it out and you put some holes in it. And then you go down by the river where the women come to gather water and you wait for them. When the women come to gather water, play some music. And if that young lady that you're interested in stays to listen to your music, well, that means you're getting somewhere. See, us musicians have known this all along. Men are not good at putting their feelings into words, right? I don't care whether you're young, you know, when you get to be my age. Guys don't talk about their feelings. That's why we have music. Because when you can't put your feelings into words, maybe you can put it into music. The captain understood this, so he went out into the woods. He got himself a branch of cedar. He hollowed it out. He put some holes in it. Went down by the banks of the river and waited for the women to get water for the camp. But he had forgotten to ask the elder how you play this thing. So while he's sitting there trying to figure this thing out, Brother Loon came swimming along. And Brother Loon said, and taught him how to play music. Brother Wind came along and blew across the opening. And showed him how to blow air through it to give it sound. And he listened to the wind in the trees and the animals and the laughing of the river, and they taught him how to play the music in his heart. So when the women came to draw water, he tried playing the way he had heard the young Native American men playing, kind of like this. But she didn't stay to listen because she'd heard that one before. So the next time the women came to draw water, he tried playing a song he had heard the French voyageurs, the fur traders, singing as they paddled their canoes through the rivers and the lakes of this new world. And this time when he played this old French canoe paddling song, she stayed. And she listened and they fell in love. And the story of their love became a song that American sailors would sing as they raised anchor to come back home to America. See if you know it. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you. Away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you. Away, we're bound away, across the white Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I love your daughter. Away, you rolling river, for her I'd cross the raging water. Away, we're bound away, across the wide Missouri. That's the story of Shenandoah.